Cupcakes, welcome back to my channel. I am doing this makeup tutorial today for you guys. It's my first makeup tutorial here on my channel, and I did this eye look right here. If you're interested in seeing how I created this look, just keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start by priming my eyes. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm just going to prime the eyelids as so. I just put it above my eyelid and then I blend it in with my finger. This is just going to create a base for you so that you will have a smooth surface to do your eyeshadow. So like I said, just blending it in, making sure it's covering every little spot of my eyelid. And after that, we will go in with our eyeshadows. And we're going to go in the shade Wanderer here at the bottom. I'm going to go in with a Morphe M139 brush. So we're going to swirl it in there, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go in that crease just to get us started. And I'm going to be going in windshield wiper motions and circular motions, just making sure that we're really blended in because we need to start that off to get a base going to go in with the next color. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Just want to make sure that's really blended in because we do not want any harsh lines. So I'm just taking that from inner to outer corner, and then we will go in with the next shade. I'm going to go in with Force of Nature and just go right over that. Make sure we're really blended in. This will just give us some dimension, adding extra color in there. This is a very simple look, just an everyday look that will look nice with anything you wear, and it's one of my go-to looks that I often do, so I figured I would share it with you guys. Okay, and then I'm going to do it to the other eye. We got to match. So as you can see, we have our crease color, and we're just going to repeat those steps with that shade and kind of deepen it up. Again, tapping off the excess. I think I need to bring my little mirror closer. Okay. Doing it again on the other side. I really love this palette for everyday use. It is a wonderful palette. Their shadows are they're just so good. They're such great quality, and the pigmentation is nice, the blendability is nice, and it's just overall a good palette. I highly recommend this palette. I was supposed to do a review on it, so we'll just do a mini review here so that you know it's. And if you're wondering if you should go and get it, I definitely say yes. It is one of my favorites, and I highly recommend this palette. So moving on, I think we're all blended here. Let's do it one more time to make sure. We want to make sure we're really blended. That's very important when doing shadows. And I'm learning still on my own and teaching myself the do's and don'ts and watching other people, but when I do an eye look that I like, I will share it with you guys if I think it looks nice enough, because I'm not perfect at this. I just want to share what I do know, what I like, and what I have been trying out. So hopefully you guys like this and you can try it on your own. Okay, so I think we're pretty good here on this color. Just get a little bit more in this corner. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out again with a lab toothbrush. It's just a blending brush. You can get this at Walmart. I'm just going to do some extra blending here to make sure I just don't want it to look harsh because it's supposed to look very, very soft. Okay. And next, I think I'm going to go in the shade Dreamer. It's the next one over right here. Same brush. Don't worry about it. You're going from light to dark, so it's not a problem mixing those shadows as long as, you know, you're wiping it off in the meantime, in between if it's just a little too dirty. But besides that, I think you're good to go. And next I'm going to be going in the shade Dreamer. It is the next one over from the one we just used. Going in again, tapping it off. Make sure it's not too harsh. And I'm going to go right below that because I don't want that dark to be too high. And I don't want to get it much on the eyelid. If it gets on there a little bit, it's okay. But we're going to go in with a light color there to really bring out the eyelid and just keep that nice and light. So we're not adding too much here. Just a little bit, again, for some dimension. Don't want it too harsh. We want it to look nice and blended and even. So just keep blending. Just try to keep your brush right in the center of your crease. You don't want to go much higher because that is not what we're going for here. Okay, so that eyelid's done. And we're going to move on to the next one. Again, going right into that crease above the other shades that we put in there. And if you really need a good blending brush, this brush is wonderful. I love Morphe. I have been using a lot of their brushes lately, and I'm slowly but surely building up my collection with their brushes. They work really, really great, and I highly recommend them as well. So we're just making sure we're blended. I feel like this side needs blended a little bit more. It's okay to touch up here and there. And we're not really doing a cut crease today. We're just going to be doing layers of colors, and hopefully it turns out nice. I tried it the other day and I really liked it, and let's see if we can do it again. It's all about experimenting and trying, and you may not get it the first time, but if you keep trying and practicing, it will turn out just fine, I promise. And if it doesn't work out, don't give up. Honestly, there was a time where I was just giving up, and I felt like I just couldn't even do eyeshadow. I just kept it simple every day with my eyeliner, and that was it. And I'm not perfect at it still, you know. I'm trying my best, and if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, we move on and we try the next one. Okay, so I think that side is still a little bit darker. So I'm going to add a little bit more to this corner. Okay, so we just got to make sure that we were blended in, and I'm not sure if this is even, so I'm just making sure before I move on to the next step. So next I am just going to go all over the lid with Supermom and Free Spirit. I'm going to mix them together. And I'm actually using an e.l.f. professional blending brush. I actually like these e.l.f. brushes. They're not bad at all. And honestly, if you can't afford to go in and get the high-end brands all the time, just go ahead and get yourself an e.l.f. brush. You got to start somewhere. And I actually started with these brushes. That's all I had when I started doing my eyeshadow and all that good stuff. And it worked just fine, but I have found better use out of my Morphe brushes. But I like the black brushes by e.l.f. I think they run around $3 versus these, which are $1. But anyways, moving on. Next, I'm going to go in with Supermom and Free Spirit all over the lid. We're not going to take it any higher than the lid, so just take that and tap it off again. And we're just going to pat it all over the lid. Make sure that we're nice and blended in. That is the key with eyeshadow, is keeping it blended, because it will all seamlessly go together and create a masterpiece. Just got a little on my lid. We all make mistakes. We live and we learn. Just eyeshadow, it can come off. Doing the same on the other eye. Just covering my lid with the 2 shades. And I'm going to bring that in the corner as well, right here. If you hear snoring, it's my dog in the background. I'm doing this at 5:30 in the morning, so everybody is sleeping and I am awake filming a video. So anyways, we're almost done. Just want to bring out that pigmentation a little more on the lid. And then I'm going to take the same colors and bring it right on that brow bone and highlight it. Okay, so as you can see, I did go ahead and do my eyeliner. I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Eyeliner, and if you haven't used the gel eyeliner, I highly recommend you to try it, because honestly, it really does make the application process more flawless because you can control it. And as you can see, it is just a gel-based eyeliner. This eyeliner will not go anywhere. It does not budge. It does not smudge. And this is my favorite all-time gel eyeliner. So go ahead and try it. Oop, I'm blinding you. Don't want to do that. So I did go in with a pointed eyeliner brush, and this is a Seta brush, Seta. So this really makes the application really super easy because you can control it, because it's very fine tip. To do a wing eye, you could do that with ease. I'm not big on wing eyeliner. I do it from time to time, but mostly I do the boxed eyeliner on the side. For the face, I'm going to be using all Urban Decay Naked Skin products. These are my favorite. I use them. This is what I use. This is honestly, it's been my go-to, my favorite of all time that I've ever used. It's flawless, and I think you guys should go try this. It's a little bit expensive, but it's totally worth it, and it lasts a long time. All of it does, except for the concealer. I tend to go through this concealer. I've actually replaced it twice. So yeah, give these a try. And prime the face. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin, and it is an instant pore eraser. I'm just going to put that on my nose area because I do have bigger pores. Hopefully this video is not super long. I'm going to go ahead and clip my hair back after this because I don't want it in my face. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on our nose. Go ahead and fill those pores in. So before I turned on the camera, I did go ahead and moisturize. I used the Sephora Instant Moisturizer. It's my favorite and it works good. You want to make sure that you always moisturize before applying anything on your face. It's on the back of my hand. I do about 2 squirts, maybe 2.5, just to start off. And I'm just going to dab this all over. This stuff is actually very thin, but it is very, very nice coverage. And it actually is a foundation that almost looks natural. It's just your skin, but better, and it's even, and it looks beautiful. This beauty blender is damp. You just take it under the sink, let it fill up, squeeze it out, put it in a paper towel, and you're good to go. You just want to make sure that you get the excess water out because you don't want it soaking wet. And then you're going to just dab this all over in a patting motion. Now that we've put on our foundation, we are going to move on to concealer, and we are going to go in a V-shaped. I like to conceal this way because I want to make sure that I cover everything, and it just gives an overall lifted look when you do it this way. I think it turns out better in my opinion. I know this looks really bright right now, but once we go in with our bronzer, it will look a lot better and we will look more even. Okay, so next we're going to be setting our under eyes, and I'm going to be using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and it is the Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder. So I just put a little in the cap, looking up, just want to tap the brush in. I'm using an e.l.f. small tapered brush. I like this brush to go up underneath my eyes. It fits perfectly under there. So look up. Ignore my under eyes. It is genetics. It's just how it is. And when I'm under lights like this, it just brings them out like you wouldn't believe. A little shadow on my lower lid, and then I will finish off my eyeliner and put the bronzer on, and I will show you the completed look. So I'm going to go back in with Wanderer down here in the corner, and I am using a Morphe M432 brush underneath my lash line just to add a little color. Not much, just a little bit. Just adding my lipstick. I'm going in the shade Rose Velvet by Revlon. Just going to pop a little gloss in the middle. I'm just going to use NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. Okay guys, this is a completed look. I hope you like it. It's very, very simple, easy, something you can do every day, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you like it, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below and letting me know that you would like to see another one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.